ladies, hope you're having a great day today. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday morning to you. Is your morning going good? My morning's going great. You know why? Because I have my give thanks cup that we just got from Goodwill yesterday and pumpkin spice creamer, right? I was say pumpkin pie creamer. Pumpkin spice creamer. It's like the first signs of fall. It's definitely not feeling it. Today's weather forecast is hot and sticky once again, but that's okay. I don't mind the heat, but it's definitely not fall vibes yet, but the momentum is going there. So today is a good day. It is my Wednesday. Wednesday I have to leave early, so I have to leave like at 1-ish today. So I am up, slept really well last night. I did shopping. We did shopping with Autumn yesterday, and long day. So I still have groceries. Like I literally just set it there. There's potatoes sitting over there. There's stuff everywhere. I need to like put it, you know, in an organized spot. We might get to that today. We'll see. If not, I can do it tomorrow. But we did that, and then Greg came home, and I was like, you know what? I'm like, I'm hot. I said, we've been out all day, so let's swim. I heard the thunder, and I was like, oh, I said, let's go before the rain comes. So we went out, and we swam. It didn't rain, didn't thunder anymore. So I heard it once, and that was it. So I was like, thank you, Lord, for a little bit of swim time. So we swam for a while, ate dinner by the pool, and then came in. I went upstairs and worked for a little bit, and then came to bed early. And so I got up today, and my alarm, it didn't even go off yet. It was like 4:45, and I was awake, and I'm like, ooh, am I going to get up right now? I'm like, okay, I guess I'm awake. So here I am, ready to conquer my day today. So what are we making today? We are making, I got a whole list. I've got some breads, some food to make. I got groceries to put away. So it's going to be an amazing day. We're just going to start. You ready to start? Okay, let's go. Okay, what are we making first? We are going to do a bunch of poor boy subs. Now, these are something we love. We love. I think a lot of you have made them, and they're amazing. They're wonderful. Erin, this video is for you. I know you enjoy when I make them. These are so good. We're going to do a little twist on ours when we have them. Not when I'll make some. I'll see how many I get. I'm debating. I'll make them. We're gonna put them in the refrigerator for a few days and see how they get eaten. It depends on who's here, which teenagers come over, friends come over, and what we have. And if we have extra, you throw them in the freezer. They last forever. But the key is the thin Clausen like pickle to go in there. I feel like my sink is on. I keep hearing drips over here. Okay, the Clausen like pickle, so good. I was at Jaden's, and she had a Cubano sub, I think it was. It was just on a party tray. She sent us some before. The kids ate them. I didn't, because in my head I was thinking it was turkey. I don't like turkey. And so when I was at her place this week, I had one, and I was like, I'll eat one. And I was like, ooh, it literally tasted like our poor boy sub. So it made me think of like our Cuban, or remember we make those Cuban egg rolls where we do ham, I think we did Swiss or provolone and a pickle and mustard. And I'm like, okay, that, and I think a lot of people said, that's not a Cuban egg roll. And I said, well, it was just a recipe I found online at the time. And it has that same flavor. So I'm like, okay, I like that. And so her poor boy sub, it wasn't the same, whatever, the mustard and mayonnaise together, maybe that's what the flavor was, I'm not sure. But anyways, it has a pickle in there. The pickle makes it amazing. It was just very, very good. We usually put pickles on it, but those Clausen ones, they're always better. I never usually buy them because they're a lot more. But I think for the sub, I'll sacrifice. So we're gonna do those, and then we'll see how many we get out of everything. So I'm gonna just start making my dough because I wanna get it going. This is in my cookbook. Got a lot of cookbooks, a lot of books coming up. I'm gonna share them because I am excited for them. I'm in my season of book writing right now, and I absolutely love it. Did a lot of writing way back in the day before I started vlogging. And then I started vlogging, and then there was no time. There's no time. And so now I'm getting to a season where I have time, which is I'm thankful for. So this is cookbook. This is a lot of our favorite recipes, but written for like 2 people. 3 people. It's more, I wanted to do something for my kids as they're moving out, so they can cook without going, oh mom, makes 100 servings. How many do we need? So they didn't have to do the math. I did the math for them. So that's in here. So the sub bun recipe is in here for a small version of it. And so I'm doing the regular big size version because, and I have my cheat sheet right here. I did this. I wrote this on the back of my Christmas cards. So this is how fancy I am here. I put on a card right here, and I stick it right here on my little, my holder right here. So I just look over at it. So we are gonna just mix this up. I've got my mixer bowl. This is the greatest thing ever. Let me put you back here and get you right here. Okay, we are gonna put it right in the mixer machine. I'm not gonna double it right now because I only have the one mold for the sub buns, and so I could double it, form some molds, but I'm not worried about that. I'll mix this up, let it rise, do its thing, roll it out. By the time it starts rolling out, I can start mixing the next one. So that's just the plan we're gonna do. So this right here is 2 cups, because this will make 5 big sub buns. I think it's 5. 2 cups of hot water, big ones, like big long ones. 2 cups hot water, 2 tablespoons yeast, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. So that's in there. And then we're gonna move on to, where's the next one? Sub bun is 3, I gotta get my salt, hold on. I don't think it's the water, I think it's the fan that's making noise. It looks like it's, you know how the fan gets off a little bit? I probably have to rebalance it. That's what I'm hearing. I'm like, I've got it on high over there. So that is what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of salt in here. And then I'm gonna add, it's a half a cup of oil. Just put it in the same cup here. Half a cup of oil. Mix this up, and then I'm gonna add 5.5 cups of bread flour. So I'll turn it on, let it do its thing. I usually, whenever you're making bread, do about half the amount of flour, let it mix up and do its thing, and then add more. If you add it all at once, you can. It just gets clumpier, you know what I mean? So just let it mix up nicely, and I'll add the rest. And that just gives it time to mix up. All right, you come with me today, right? We're just gonna do what we gotta do. So what we're doing next is some laundry. I went to, hold on, turn it on for you. Last night, before I went to bed, I was gonna wash my clothes that I got from the thrift store, and I never did. And then this morning I was like, I wish I would have washed those so I could have worn them, but I didn't. So I did this morning. Poor Maxine, she is just follows her mommy around everywhere. So I'm like, oh, I wish I would have washed these so I could wear these. This dress I really like. It's very stretchy, so I'm hoping it's not too stretchy coming down. We'll see. If I have to wear a tank top under it, I will. But I have a similar one, that white and cream top that I wear with white leggings. It's the only thing I wear with white leggings. And I love the material on it. So I was very thankful to get that yesterday. So it was a good trip to the thrift store. Maxine's literally, look at, she's literally on the floor waiting. Hi, we're not going anywhere. She said, I'm just checking. You come with me today when we take the kids? She's like, yes, car ride, mommy. Okay, so it's good. Get a little dink. Let's get this up. I keep putting this the right way. Inside out. There we go. And this is cute too. It's just a top. It's like I love just wearing dresses, but when fall time comes, it's a little cooler out. Not for quite some time. I don't mind wearing my other leggings. These dresses they've got layers in them here. There's what is going on here? It's like all this. I like this dress too. This is really nice. The stretchy, flowy. That's what we need right now, ladies. Stretchy and flowy, and that's okay. If you don't need stretchy and flowy, awesome. I'm very thankful for that for you. I need stretchy and flowy right now in my life. It's just the season of menopause. As many women who go before me have gone through, just part of life, right? So you just embrace it and you're like, okay, just do your thing and eventually it'll all come off. Okay, then I got this. I really like this sweater too. This is nice. It's like reminds me of the kids used to have that waffle knit blankets. We used to see that they're Kiki's, their blanket, and it wasn't this kind of material. And so this will be nice because I have one sweater. I'm gonna need one hanger on it. Hold on, I need 3 more hangers. There you go. I have sweaters. I have one, but it's kind of I've had it in the mountains for years, and it's good. It just has the little holes, you know, like a sweater does with holes in it. So the little bit of chill that you get, you're like, okay, it's a little frozen. Very minor. It's only the one time I wore it when we went and looked at Christmas lights, and when we go walking the beach in the winter time, because that's really nice. Sometimes it's really frozen and you're like, oh my goodness, it's freezing. But very, very rare that we have to worry about it. And this, I do like this one too. It's the black and the cream. I was kind of just trying to stay away from some black. I say that, but I do have black things. But I don't mind that. I think it's cream enough. So yay on that. Can we turn my dryer on? just go back to the kitchen. Come on, Maxie. Let's go this way. The kids open those Oreos. They like those. They said it reminds them of like Teddy Grahams, graham crackers. The sun's coming out. It's looking beautiful. How we doing here? Look at that. Probably just another little bit of flour. Mixed up very well. I'm gonna let it sit in here and ferment. Okay, let's do a little bit of, what are we gonna do? I think I got a few things in the refrigerator I need to do something with, like the Spam. I need to cut that up and I'm gonna freeze it because we can use that later time. There's only a little bit, but I don't wanna waste it because Spam is good. We have a very small amount of Spam, very small. But enough that nothing go to waste because I can make like eggs this weekend for Greg. And I'd have breakfast, chop it up, put it with fried rice. That's the great thing about Spam. You can do anything, but it's been in there. It's gonna need to have something done to it. So it's just not something to get eaten up. That's okay, the kids don't like it. They don't know what Spam is. Steven likes it, he doesn't mind it, but the rest of the kids are like, ew. I said, it's like the same thing as a hot dog. I said, you know what hot dogs are? Everything thrown together. I said, Spam, same way. I have to assume. I'm not a maker of Spam, but if I had to guess what's made of it, it's probably the same thing. So I'm just gonna chop this up nice and tiny, and then I'll put it in a bag. All right, that's gonna go in my freezer. So something I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reach Steven's birthday. The kids are goofy. But what I wanna do is, we have 2 refrigerators here at our home, and so we've always had, we're not always, most of the, I guess we always have, except way in the beginning, always had 2 refrigerators. We can't fit everything in this one. It just doesn't for our family. Even doing one size, you'd have to go so much. So I do like to get a little bit of extra. Even if I like go to Sam's Club, you wouldn't be fitting it all in here. You wouldn't be fitting it all in here. I tried when we moved here. Did not work. So what I'm gonna do, actually there was a refrigerator in the garage, but it was even a skinny, it was a real small one. So I'm like, that did not work. Maxine, she's like, Mom, I know there's stuff over there. I know there's Spam up there. So what I'm thinking is, it's the end of the month when I go big shopping, and in between I kind of need both of them, but right now I'm at the end of the month, so I don't really need this refrigerator right now. I'm just gonna shut it off. That's a beautiful thing, no sense running it, but I have to see if what's in here will fit in here. So the only flaw is my eggs, but I didn't get a humongous container of eggs, so I'm wondering if I can take my eggs, and I think it fits in the little tower that I have, but I might be able to put it into a bin. I just don't know. I feel like a bin is not, like, you know, like a little plastic one, I feel like that's too small. I think when I used to get this, I don't know if one of these fits in here or 2 of these fits in there. I don't remember, but I'm gonna see. So I'm gonna just kind of maneuver a few things in my refrigerator. I gotta take a few things out. We have a big thing of watermelon I need to put in a smaller container, things like that. So let me take the stuff out of here, just try to move it around a little bit. Let me get a washcloth and wipe it out, and then we may move some of that to here. I think we've got the room for it, so pretty much empty, so I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna stick them in there, but this will be good. Okay, let me fill her up with the stuff from here over to there. The only issue is we have a lot of random small, like big things. So like I have that big giant bottle of liquid aminos that I've used like a little bit. So I need to put that in jars. I'll just put it in the refrigerator. That's fine. That's the good thing about this place. And then I have a lot of containers of like half and half and heavy whipping cream. Still a very small amount and still good. So, but it'll work. I think it's gonna fit just fine. I just opened the pizza. What a blessing. What a blessing from Miss Barbara. So I have that. So I just took out the box. So that'll give me room in there, which is nice. And then we're gonna save those for either Friday or the weekend. So I can put the eggs right here I have a whole drawer. I can put my poor boy subs in, and then I can put the watermelon in a smaller container. We gotta put some sodas in here for Greg. So this is the normal person's refrigerator. So as they drink the milk, the big container will be gone. There's only a little bit in there. And I do have onions and potatoes that I do put in the refrigerator, so I'm not sure what was in the bottom. I might put it in the drawer. I like to refrigerate my potatoes and onions because they go bad. So I'll actually, the poor boy sub drawer, I'll probably put it in there and put the poor boy subs on the shelf. So this will give me a chance. I see stuff in the very back I didn't clean. So I'll clean this out, put some baking soda in here, and just shut it off and leave it off until we go shopping, which we will go shopping in a few weeks. I'm gonna have to get out a few weeks. I say probably a few weeks. I'm gonna have to go get, you know, like stocked up again, but maybe 3 weeks. We'll see how life goes. So let me put the eggs. I think all those will fit in here. Hey Google. Unless that was the way it fell, it looked like a double yolk because that one yolk was intact and there was another one, unless it just broke just right. That was weird. I haven't said double yolk since real chickens. I got the liquid aminos into jars. I've got a lot of that. I think I have a whole container in the pantry still because we use the stuff up so much now we really haven't used it. So I'm gonna put that behind there. Look at that, we're small size. Okay, this is good for in here. I just put the potatoes, the whole bag in there. I put my potatoes and onions together and they do fine. This, the onions are well over a month. It's been what, since Sam's Club? 2 months? It's been 2 months. So I had some, I pulled out. I gotta make some cream mushroom soup today, so that I'm gonna use the other onion. So the poor boy subs, I'll shove it wherever. I'll shove them somewhere, but we'll make them fit. The watermelon I can put into a smaller container, which I can do later, and we will just make them fit. And this little tiny area will be made into subs, so it's all good. So okay, yay on that. So let me clean the front of this out. We'll clean out our other refrigerator in the bottom and then call it good for here. Okay, since there's nothing, I'm just gonna put a little bit of baking soda in here. I'm actually gonna leave the door open for a little bit to make sure it dries real well in there. And then just leave it off. That's the beauty, you just shut it off. That's the great thing. I think the door you have to leave like open. Yes, I have a commercial refrigerator in my kitchen. I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so that's good right there. So let's go over here. Okay, I think I cleaned up a little bit. I gotta wash some dishes in the sink. And then I had to wash the potato holder. It's actually our ice holder for our freezer, but it only makes so much ice, so I took the container out, and then it makes it fill up the whole bin of ice because we use a lot of ice. So bread is still rising, so I'm just gonna keep working on stuff. Something else I need to make today is cream of mushroom soup. We have when I did my every 3 months making, did I make it this last time? I don't even know. I think I did. I'm just thinking. Usually I make a big batch of cream of mushroom, cream of chicken soup. We don't really use the cream of chicken soup at all, I figured. It's just something, we're not making anything cream of chickeny like right now, but there has been a couple times where I'm like, oh, I wish I had some cream of mushroom soup in the freezer. Yes, I can buy it. I just, instead of doing that, I just opt to just not make that dish. So what I'm gonna do, I got mushrooms, I got these onions to use up. Let me get my food processor out. Life is easy. I'm just gonna make a smaller batch. Usually I do all of those mushrooms, but I'm not. I'm doing small because we're small size people. Small, small, small. So what I'm gonna do, let me get out my knife here. Let me get out my thing. And then that watermelon right there has to go back. I gotta actually physically take it into Sam's Club. It's literally, this is all squished right here. It's all squishy. I don't even know how I missed this. Oh my gosh, it feels like a brick. Like this whole side, this whole half is yucky. I probably should get a bag because it's gonna get yucky. there's a grocery bag. I'm probably have to, yeah, I don't even know. Is that gonna get yucky before I take it back? It's one of those things I'm gonna be storing a gross watermelon or waste the $6, but hopefully I'll be able to go back. It's just, it's like the whole thing, literally the bottom is safe, that's it. This whole 3/4 is like, I wouldn't even know what would happen to the inside of it. It either froze and completely thawed or something, but it's literally 3/4. I don't even know. It's like it got worse as we brought it home. Like, cause I remember picking it up, it wasn't bad. I do remember it feeling like a little weird, and I was like, that's weird. So we'll see. So I need to just put it in something, and then I'll be taking the whole watermelon back to Sam's Club. Or lose the $5, either one. I feel like if you touch it, it's gonna explode or something. Okay, so onions. I've got a couple onions here to use up. I'm gonna put those in there with the mushrooms, rinse them off real quick, and then we will just chop them up, let them puree. I don't even care about, if you want chunks in it, go ahead, but pureed is fine for me. A lot of this onion was yucky. It was moldy on the outside. The other one was a little bit softer, so that's why most of it got cut off. We're gonna let that saute for a few minutes. I'm gonna wash the dishes in the sink. I think the battery died when I was washing dishes, and my camera screen, I had to replace it, and it doesn't allow me to check back on my video. Usually you can kind of click on it and see back like what I've already filmed, but for whatever reason I cannot in this, and that's okay, it works, so I'm not complaining. But so I'm not sure, but I washed all the dishes, that's good. Got them in there, filled them in the dishwasher to dry. Got some on the counter here, and then I just added a little bit more butter to this because I was like, and when I did it, I was gonna add a stick and a half, and I was like, do I do that? How much am I making? I don't even know. But we want to make cream of mushroom soup, so this will be good. So you're making it, you're letting it, you know, cook. I'm gonna add all this garlic pepper. I think I'm gonna go to big containers. So I'll move my ones down and use them. I don't like those small ones. And then beef bouillon. This is what you want to add to it. And so basically you're gonna, it's already kind of cooked. It's onion and pepper. You can also add celery in here. I do have celery, but I didn't add any to this. And then, I should get some celery and cut it up. I got some celery. Let me get some celery. This barber got a celery, so I'm just gonna cut this up real tiny here. Celery I love celery and stuff, and it's one of those things that it goes bad before you use it usually, and so it's like I always look for it at the end of the month. I don't have it. My mom used to get celery flakes at her bulk food store. I don't know, in Michigan they have them. I was thinking I haven't found them anywhere here. Probably online. Or $5 for a tiny container. And I have a dehydrator, so I could make some of my own, I guess. Hopefully this is okay. It's a little bit bigger than the pureed food. But this just makes it so flavorful. You want really good flavored stuff. So we don't ever make this to eat like a soup. I might leave a little bit out. Greg really likes cream mushroom soup. I'll probably leave a little bowl for him. But the rest I freeze. And then what I do with it, we use it in just casseroles. Basically, the ones that this month I was going to make and I didn't have for is stroganoff. We like beef stroganoff. That's something we really do, hamburger stroganoff. And we like, and they really like that. And I haven't had any for that. And then also for shepherd's pie. I was going to do, or cottage pie, whatever you want to call it. So those are the two I was going to make. And I'm like, oh, I don't have any of that. And I'm like, that's okay. This is perfect. This will be great. And you want it real flavorful, so add those veggies. You can add anything to it, even if you, well, not carrots and stuff, but if you got peppers, put some peppers in here. I don't have any green peppers. That would be something good in there. I like making my own homemade soups so much better. You know what, I figured out the cost of it, And it's a little bit cheaper to make it yourself, but I make mine dairy free with lactose milk, so it's way cheaper that way. But compared to a can from like Aldi or Walmart, the cost is about the same, or it's a little bit cheaper to make it yourself, but the quality of it, 10,000 times better, like 10,000 times better. I always buy the Great Value one, and I don't even know, I had to get it for something, and I was like, I think Jaden's burrito casserole, I was like, ooh, that's really gross. I haven't had canned soup in a long time. And so so making it yourself is great, and it freezes very well. So if you leave it, I've left it in my freezer for months. We use it for about 3 months. So if you leave it in there for a while and it kind of separates, what you just need to do is just blend it up. It'll thicken it right up. So this is good. Let me saute this just for a few minutes, and then we'll add our flour and let it absorb, and then I'll add milk to it. That's all I do. I don't add any, you can add like a chicken, like broth, beef broth, like with water, and have it as soup, which I'll put a little bit for Greg, but for freezing it, I just leave it with the milk to nice and creamy because I want it concentrated and thick. I'm gonna let that, I just turn it down, I'm gonna let that kind of just slowly keep cooking because the celery is a little bit like still firm. So let's get bread dough out here so we can get our subs made. The first batch here, all good. So I think I'm gonna do this, and then the next one I'll do is some bread dough because I just threw away, I just had like a little bit, I threw that away. So I'd like to make some bread as well. So I can do sandwiches or toast and eggs this weekend. It'll last for a while, especially what I do is I leave it out in a bag, and then wait, 1, 2, 3, let me divide this up into 5 pieces. I leave it out and I put it in a bag, and then what we do is after a few days, like 3-4 days, I put it in the refrigerator so it doesn't go bad. All right, so we got 1. I should weigh these 2. Yeah, that's way off. Get the scale, Amy. I have it. It's literally right there. 1, 2, 3. That looks about right. It's all about the eyeball. Okay, so this, I'm just gonna literally get my little roller out. I treat it like bread dough, where you just kind of flatten it and then roll it up like you do bread dough. Do this. Let's go back over here. This is probably ready. I should get my next bread dough, but we'll get this going here. Perfect. All right, I can see him a little bit greener, so that's good. Okay, so we're just gonna add flour to this. Let me get my So usually for every stick, it's about a cup. So I'm gonna do about a cup and a half because I added about a stick and a half. And just let it absorb in that. Nice and thick. Okay, let's get my milk out. Little note to everybody, this recipe has changed. Jensen's been drinking Aldi milk for a long time. And he's like, why does the milk taste different? It's like, it's not as sweet, it's like flatter or something. So they have definitely changed, went with different companies on here. I was like, I told him, I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I said, I remember when London's Dairy, when it sold to a big company back in Michigan. Anybody remember London's Dairy? And I said the milk flavor changed. Like, that was it for me. I didn't do cottage cheese anymore. Didn't do any of that. I need some more. So I told him, I said, well, if you can't get used to the flavor, I said, we can go back to the Walmart version and see if that's better. But I was like, oh, bummer. Aldi, don't do it. So let me just do this here, and this will absorb. I got a magic eraser free from Sam's Club, so I put that in the door. It leaves the door open over there, so I'm just going to do that. So then it stays cracked, so that way it doesn't get, you know, smelly or whatever in there, mildewy, stuff like that. You know how it is when you don't open your refrigerator. Okay, so this is just going to come to boil. It looks thick, doesn't look good, but it will be good. You can use a whisker and whisk it. I will just pull out the immersion blender and use that. It's like way faster and better. Or put it all back in the blender. Mix it up, either one. So let this just come to a boil. It'll like absorb that stuff and separate. Okay, well it'll get there. I'll get over there and whisk it. I'm gonna do my bread. 2 cups of water. And we need, and this is in my cookbook as well, I'm looking at my cheat sheet. I need a tablespoon of yeast. and a 1/4 cup of sugar. This is great. This lasts a good long time. And I really liked it, so that's the winner. 1/4 cup of sugar. Okay, I'm not gonna wait for that to do anything. The water was a little bit cooler, but that's okay. It all does the same thing. That's the beautiful thing, is if you aren't perfect with it, it'll still turn out just fine. You're adding 2 tablespoons of oil and then 2 teaspoons of salt. All right, let it mix up. We're adding 4.5 cups of flour. Two cups, and then let it keep mixing. Let's stir this here. Laughing, I should have added, made a smaller pan so I didn't use such a big pan. Try and do less, people, try and do less. I added a little bit, I tasted it, and I'm like, I need a little bit of beef broth in there, so I added some of that with water, because it's gonna be pretty thick here. So if I add a little bit more, I could do milk and it would just be creamier, but I think I added what I want for milk in here. You're supposed to, it's in my cookbook recipe. On my blog, it's all free. On my blog is free cookbook, you pay to support what I do. But it's usually 2 cups. Well, for this amount, should I give you the real recipe? Let me get you the real recipe. The real recipe, if you're using 1 stick of butter, you are gonna do 2 cups of chicken broth, 3 cups of milk. So, probably add a little bit more. Not chicken, beef broth. I'm looking at my chicken recipe. Add some more liquid. The immersion. That's okay. Let's go back over here. This should be ready to add more. Yeah. See, it's all nice and liquidy. Let me add the rest. Immersion blender, a great thing for the kitchen. This was one of the first things that somebody bought for me when I started doing YouTube, is an immersion blender. I'm like, and I think we ended up getting like 4 or 5 immersion blenders at the time. So we had passed them along to a lot of people, got immersion blenders, but I was very thankful for it. So still use the immersion blender. So just all right, happy with the flavor. I think it looks beautiful. Homemade cream mushroom soup. I just thought about it. I'm like, Erin, you like subs and you like cream mushroom soups when I make them. So this video is gonna be for you today. Bread is doing good. I'm just adding more as it needs liquid. We'll let that cool, and then we'll put it in containers and we'll leave a little bowl up for Greg. Doing great. All right, so dough is fermenting. It's in the oven. I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator. Peppers and these bread and butter pickles. Brooklyn likes these and Greg likes these. I think I do too. It's been a while. So we're gonna be switching stuff in here a little bit to make things fit. I guess I can put these on the shelf. Okay, that's gonna be good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus on this cupboard over here. So I am going to, I moved here. In my old house in the mountains, I moved up here. I loved my big containers of spices. I just used them because in my pantry, I had a whole indoor holder, and that's where all these big bottles were. And I loved it for cooking. Okay, so move here. I've got a little bit different kitchen, a little more aesthetic kitchen. So I have a lot of drawers, and I fell into the point of like, oh, I need to have all my spices in a drawer and make it look so pretty. But if you do any kind of cooking, or I don't know, let me know. For those of you that love, I need to know this because this is how I feel. I feel like this is fine, filling these up every single month when you don't really cook much, because you don't have to fill them up that much. But for the person that does cooking and loves cooking, do you put them in here? Let me know that. I know there's some cookers on here. So those of you that are cookers, do you really take the time to transfer from here to here every month or no? I would love to know that, because I am finding that I use the same things. I would much rather just have a bigger container and have it sitting right here. So I'm gonna do that, but it's gonna take me time to obviously, actually not time, but just move over to just these, and that is quite all right. So what I'm gonna do, we'll have an empty drawer. So let's do this. Let's take these out, and then I'm gonna have to keep some, because like ginger, I rarely use ginger. What do we even use ginger for? Chinese, okay, I was thinking Chinese, and is that it? Yeah, that's about it. But like and cumin. We need that for our taco seasoning. Red pepper. What else? Red pepper. I don't have red pepper anymore. Turmeric. Like, I only need turmeric once in a while. So I will be keeping these until, you know, obviously I use it up, which will take a long time, and use a container. And so I don't even need these anymore. Do these go in the oh, I could probably, do they go in the shelf? I think they're drawers. I'm just thinking they wouldn't go on your shelf in the, no. Sorry, I was wondering, can I stack them on the shelf? What shall I put in here? I don't know yet. We'll figure something out. I have all my bags like shoved in the cupboard down there, but not all of it can fit in here. My drawers are just not that big, so I'm not sure. We'll leave it empty for a little while. But I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do some maneuvering in here. This is the cupboard of everything explosion. But it's got things like, I put my nuts here because I grab and eat those. I've got all my rice cakes in here. I could probably move some of those out. So let me do a little bit of cleaning out of here, and then we will figure out where everything's gonna go. But everything's quiet and the house is doing good. We just had devastation. Autumn went to make a cup of coffee and the Keurig stopped. I was like, no. So it did this to me the other day, and it kind of had a weird quirk, and it kind of stopped, and then it did come back on, and I was like, oh, keep working. And it was running out of water, and I was like, so I hurried up and added water to it, and then it wouldn't make any more. So I haven't unplugged. We're gonna be hopeful that it works. All right, so what do I got in here? I have got, I'm thinking to put I'm gonna be using the big containers of spices. So I will aim for getting ones that like I put on my onions. I have onion powder, I have onion, minced onion, and another onion in the back. So those are all onion. My paprika I use a lot. Garlic pepper, I don't like this one. I'm gonna look for garlic parsley or just garlic salt for there. And then in the back is everything bagged with seasoning. Pepper, I put that in the back too, and cinnamon. So this will be where I put my main ones, which I'm gonna look and see what my main ones are gonna be. And then this will be, I don't know if I'll put them here or here. I'm debating how to do this cupboard. I had a big cupboard thing in here, and it had all of my little envelope stuff, but I don't really have envelope stuff. I just have Kool-Aid. So I just put it in a little container. Behind it is my Knorr. This I put so I see it. This is my baking stuff here. And then I need to kind of put stuff so I can see it. So I'm debating, do you put your seasonings all here, or do I move them up? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that yet. You know, I could actually, hold on a second. Maybe I can put my extra seasonings in here, and then they're a little bit organized until I move it up, but we're gonna see here. I'm just not sure. We're gonna see how everything's going. These, I have to use these up. I still have a tiny little bit in here before I use this. I just haven't done a lot of baking. I've got this. This will replace this when the time comes. I feel like is that gonna fit? Oh, it does fit. This is my baking area though. So just put that with the baking, I guess. I got two of these open. I just need one. I guess I'll just put one over here. Put this one over here. Grits are my reminder to use these. I have French fried onions. We haven't used really those. Cornmeal. Kids don't really like cornmeal, but once in a while they may like it, so I have a little of that. I gotta get those spices down. This is the cover for like peanut butter and nuts right here. And I'll probably just put, maybe I'll put some of my rice cakes in the back here. The ones that are open, I guess that's a good thing. Probably transfer here. I was on a kick loving to eat these, and then I haven't really ate much of them this time. They're good. I haven't really done. I've got to make some hummus to go on it. Okay, so these I'll probably put somewhere else. I need to put these over here so I know where to eat them. Another cupboard. So we do have a box of this, but it's going to be one of those like, is this going to be bad? I feel like maybe I'll put my spices right here. So let me kind of see what I have that we use. Like this is gonna be like this is cayenne pepper. Like we never use, I probably use it for, what do I even use cayenne pepper for? I don't even know. Maybe I'll put them in here and see what I actually use them for. And if I don't, I can test them, get rid of them, because they've been in here. Your cumin, I'm gonna put this back in here. Cumin we only use for taco seasoning, that's it. I do need to make more taco seasoning, I'm just not there yet. And I do like celery salt. This is curry. I think I have a big thing of curry. I do, let me get my containers down. Curry in a long time. It's something I enjoy, I just haven't made. So let me turn my music back on and work on this. Hey Google. I'm feeling good. These will just be, I'll just keep these in here and it'll be one of those like, let me see what the spices I have that I need. Because it's stuff I don't use. You know, like I bought bay leaves. What did I buy bay leaves for? Someone said, remember the next time you have that, you'll need a bay leaf. And I just don't remember. I haven't used them for 3 months now. So those are in here. And then we bought this salt. I'll just keep this. This was for pretzels, but they just like regular salt. I think this is a little too salty. So I'm like, I've got my pumpkin pie spice. That's something else can go in here for pumpkin season. But I think that's gonna be it for here. And then this, we do like this for burgers, so I'll just get a bigger thing. I think this will be okay. The glass one's back here because I know that they are taco seasoning, chili or chicken bouillon, and that kind of stuff. So this we need once in a great while. It will. This I hope to use up here in the next day or so. I'm gonna make some more, I'll put it with my vinegar. I'm gonna make some more of that bean salad because I really like that. But everything else, this is good. I won't need to. These are autumn sticks. I'm gonna put those for her. I'll put the bacon in here to see it. And I can go back there. It's one of those out of sight, out of mind things. Caramel pump. Oh, this pre-made sauce. I don't even think the kids even know this is here. And salt. I've got a big thing of salt and a little thing of salt. So when my salt is gone, I can fill it. So I'm thinking this is gonna. I think that's better for me right there because then I have my spices I can use here. I'm gonna have to get. I think all I need is like garlic, salt. I might get some Old Bay seasoning because I like that. And this we still have. I've got a lot of onions, so that's really it. Then I can grab this. Kids can grab these easily. Behind there, the stuff, spices, a little bit of stuff we kind of use, and then the stuff we don't use, I need to use, and then the extra. As long as I see it, I'll know I have it. So perfect. Okay, so these I will. The lids are kind of getting yucky, so no one. Pointless to give to anybody because they're like worn and old and yucky. So let me get rid of these. Put these over here for autumn. I'm gonna leave this out because I'm gonna use this. I'll put these in another cupboard. Okay, feeling good over here. I had to look at my crunch seed crackers. I thought they were close to expiration. They're not even expired till next year. I was like, I need to use those up. I'm like, those are actually not even good till next year, which is awesome. So these are my favorite. I like these with guac, the avocado dip. So I have some of that in there. So this will be good right here. This is what I grab, and then if we need a rice cake, we can get that there. So I'm feeling great on this. I can literally, can I just set this in here? I can just set this in here because I'm gonna use that up. That's my goal, is to use that up and never buy it again. So perfect on there. Bread is almost risen up, which is good. Let's go down here. I'm just kind of looking in the cupboards because I'm putting stuff away. This is definitely getting empty because we're using things up and it's filled with ramen. From Miss Barbara. Thank you, Miss Barbara. So a lot of my containers are empty. Sometimes I move them to a different cupboard, but I'm like, it's okay. This means we're at the end of it. So I wanted to put them in the back so I can pull some of the stuff forward. Okay, we've got a lot of that healthy pasta left. Fettuccine over there. And then I've got like these acini di pepe, however you say that. I'm sure I can make something with that. I gotta figure that out. And then, but we're down to like 2 things of regular pasta, so that's good. So we're using it. I'm trying to think what I put in here. I must, oh, like elbow macaroni? Probably elbow macaroni. So I will just put this in the other cupboard for now because it's bigger. So this is good. I know what I have, that's the key. And I got a lot of dried beans. This we use it. We rarely use black beans. Rarely. I haven't done homemade black beans like in years. Probably years. So maybe go back and find a video, but we just buy canned because we don't eat that much. So these have been here for a long time. I don't know. I'm sure we'll do something with them. Lentils we eat, and the garbanzo beans, I wanted to make my own hummus, which I still have to do. On the list, just haven't done it. We just used up the rest of the hummus for that buffalo chicken dip. So this is good. Okay, how is stuff looking? Is this getting moving? Oh, look at that. Perfect. Okay, I'm actually gonna turn that on. Let me take it out and turn it on. I just took the time and cleaned out over here, which there's, we're low on stuff, so they're kind of looking empty, which is good. You can't really see. So I went through here and kind of cleaned out. I actually have a whole drawer empty, but I know it'll fill up when I do shopping. So this is good. Organized, I know what I have. I had this bag of candy I got different stuff. I put this in my closet. I like to store extra fun food in my closet. Like I put the hugs in there for the hurricane. These will go in there. If we ever get big boxes of snacks that I don't want them to have, like right away, if we find them decently priced and cheap, I'll put them over there. But I do, now I'm looking at it, I have those big drawers now too. They don't even, it's like out of sight, out of mind. So I'm actually thinking, I'm probably gonna put those in the drawer. I like forget that stuff's in that drawer, so I'm not sure. We're getting less. For now, actually, I'll just put it in my closet. It's something to pull out later and go, oh, we have candy. You know, like when you need it, when you need candy. Feeling good. So I got out on the very top up there, I store the straws. Remember when I bought like 2,000 straws from Sam's Club? So I fill up our drawer over here with them. So I just filled that up with straws. This is just our thing with the bottom. I'll pull you. This is hot cocoa that we have a lot of. So this is good for here. Coffee's over here. Cookbooks. So I'm thinking, these are coffee cups. This is good. This is good for what we got going on over here. This is a good space. That's clean. Freezer. We're gonna kind of focus on eating things up in the freezer. Using up, no sense wasting money. So this I'm feeling good. Got an empty drawer, which gives me like, okay, what can I put in there? Which I'm sure I'll find something. Bread can go in the oven. I probably could put the cream mushroom soup in containers as well. And I also got down, remember when I bought my thousands of straws, I also bought gloves. I bought the food grade gloves and I got them to mix meat with. I hate them. I hate them. I don't like them. I should say I don't hate them. I don't like them because they fall off. So I literally have 4 packs. I think I had 5. It came in 5. A gazillion. So I'm gonna find a place that I can give those to for sure. Somebody can use it, I'm sure, for food that does food prep. I like the medical ones. You put on, they stay in your hands. So I've got a box of those, so I will not make that mistake twice. But in here, I'm like thinking in here, I'm like, this is another drawer that's pretty much like the only thing in here that like we use. This is my potato masher. I can probably put that in my jar. This, I like my other bread knife. This is a good bread knife. I'm gonna see maybe Jaden. Let me see if Jaden has a bread knife. Tongs, 1 pair. This is just an apple core. It's like the random stuff in here that doesn't need to be in here. This thing I haven't used in a long time. I like this, but will I use it again? Maybe. Smaller sizing. I can put this in the hallway closet with the other stuff. I'm thinking I'll do that. And then because I like my big machine that I use, it is nice for chopping up real quick. That's a great thing. I feel like that's a good step up for chopping cubed stuff. And then if you do a whole lot, like I got that big old beast of a chopper, that thing's awesome. So, but do you need to buy that? No, this works just fine. Or chopping with a knife works just fine. So I don't know these toothpicks here. So look at that, 2 empty drawers, people. See, this is what happens. It turns fall time, you start moving stuff around, Amy. But I do have like down here, I got my drawers open. This is like sandwich bags, and it works because I just kind of reach and grab things, but I could put some of that in the drawer. I'm not sure. We'll see. So let me put this stuff away. This can go over here. These can go in this drawer. Because I have a junk drawer that'll work for that. It feels good to weed out a little bit, doesn't it? Even on things that like, I may use, may not use, but I don't figure out what to do. Like I have no use for these. Let me unwash them. Pass them along. Okay, if I use up the rest, this probably go away. The end of this. Like there's always, nope, that's the end. Last little bit, okay, good, throw that one away. Let me do my bread here, and then let's get the next batch going for Subway. So we're doing good. I'm getting my kitchen kind of cleaned up a little bit, organized, which is nice. Isn't that funny? Like seasons, like my kids are going through a season. They're doing things. You just don't need all the same food stuff anymore. I feel like you could constantly go through things and move things around. And you find what you like. You know what I mean? I just flung that whole thing on the floor. Okay, let me just separate this a little bit. I did start mixing up the water with the yeast and sugar for the sub-buns. You can put it on there, just put it in the measuring cup. Bread dough, this is great stuff. Look at, I really didn't even do anything with it. I added it too soon, and look at it, it's nice and squishy. So it's doing its thing. You want to kind of stretch it a little bit. I just use this thing, it just works faster. About the size of your pan, you want to kind of make it even. Because sometimes, like, even my sub-buns are a little lopsided because, you know, I don't make it even. That's it. There's like not a whole lot to it. It's okay if it gets like crusty on the sides. It means your oven's you're not putting it in the right temperature, putting it in beforehand. I do that a lot. A lot of people ask me why my stuff doesn't brown. Sometimes I don't. My oven has, I'm learning my oven. My oven has a high bake temperature and a conventional oven. Sometimes I turn on conventional so I can cook things on the bottom one good. So if I do a high bake, that's when everything's brown. So if I don't put it on high bake and put everything on the top one to brown, it doesn't. But it's just what I do. It's just my oven. It's definitely a little bit different, but that's okay. But it tastes good and it's good. Okay, this too is done. Let's put these over here to rise because they'll go in next. And then let's get the last batch in. This is gonna be the other sub-buns. I think I'm just gonna do 2 batches because that'll give me 10 buns. And I think I'm gonna separate the 10 into 3. And that'll give me like, 10 buns, divide them into 3, 30. That'll give me 30, that'll be good. So put this in, same kind of setup. I gotta look at my, here's my salt. 3 teaspoons of salt. I need to clean this out too. And this empties, we'll clean it out too. It's dirty. 3 teaspoons of salt and how much oil? Half a cup of oil. Could have eyeballed it, but half a cup of oil. All right, 5½ cups of flour. Here we go. Cover just gets a little messy as we're hurrying up and putting plastic away so we don't stack it to dry, so we let it dry in the cover. So let me stir this here and then we'll put this in the Another great thing, I'm gonna let this sit. Ferment. Okay, this is mixed just right. These are gonna go in the freezer, so this is going in the refrigerator. I'm gonna put this up in the cupboard here. Doing dishes, doing great. I'm gonna put some of these in the freezer for the kids. Thank you, Miss Barbara. These are always a fun treat. Let me stick these in here. Feeling really good for my Wednesday. Like, I gotta make myself some stuff, but I gotta wait till my bread all cooked. So I'll probably get all that stuff out. Let's see. I'm gonna give these to my other friend here. The reason why I got, for sliders, I have this salami to use up, so I wanted to get that. I realize it's not a ton, but it'll work. It'll work. It'll be what it is. This will be for our slider, or not sliders, for our 4-way subs. That's okay. These I'm gonna put out in the garage. They are hot dog buns. I bought more hot dog buns because I bought hot dogs and put those out with the other chicken brats. Those were good. They're okay. They just like cheese hot dogs. They weren't like what I was thinking they were going to be. And I'll put pie crust out there because I have no intention of making pies right now. I just realized out there I thought I just had cream of chicken. I didn't have any cream of chicken or cream of mushroom, but I looked at it. I thought it was cream of broccoli. It's cream of chicken soup, so I still have some of that. So we will make like a pot pie one day when I feel like it, but just not right now. So this is gonna go out to the freezer. We're doing great. Other thing is just come over here. I have a few jars to put away here. Okay, so we're still doing good. We still have a lot of canned stuff in here. So still enough stuff to make meals, which is good. I just am going to kind of, we got the manwich. I remember I have a manwich in here. Pickles, put those down here. I have a lot of little pickles. So those are one of those things that the kids are like, we either have too many or we have none. So I'm good for having that. So this is really good in here. Just looking at our stuff here. Here's my kidney beans I got yesterday so I can make my salad. I was gonna make it today, the green bean, but I think the way, it's a busy day today and I'm gonna have to head out a little bit. So I'm happy getting what I need to get done here in the house. So I'm gonna put my veggies. Usually this is just my bean shelf, but there is some 2 liters for the kids. For slushies, I'll probably put those down here. Let me get these in here. I can't wait to try these. The pickled beets, because I have not had those. I feel like I need to leave those out so I can have some. I might mix that. Okay, what else? We're doing good. I gotta go over here, waiting on stuff. This cupboard, Autumn usually, she cleaned this last time. Let me switch around here. But I moved a few things. So they definitely have gone through snacks. We just threw chips. Now let me put this down here. There it goes, okay. Look at this. The little pretzel snacks and that, those are really good. I'm gonna fill these bags up here. They're slushy. These are really good pretzels. Oh my goodness, they are just like those nice fancy ones. What are they? The, I don't know what they are. They're like Goodman's or something like that. I don't even know. The dots? I don't even know what they are. They are exactly. And that are the range. Oh, so good. I need one. What? Fit in there? Or should I just wait? I will wait to look for them. Snack cupboard definitely gets eaten up. Look at, like, those are all gone. I know. Normally we do not have snacks like this. I normally never buy individual snacks. And the only reason I do is for the discount store because they're cheap. I would not just get those just because. I have in the past, but that's just not for us. It's just not, that's just a lot to go through. Okay, I need to get these down. Okay, so still good. It's close to expiration, but these need to come out and see if they get in. Hi, Weenie. I just walked in the kitchen. I smelled the watermelon and it exploded. You gotta see it. I don't even know. Literally exploded on the counter. I'm gonna have to take I'll just take a picture of it. It'll show the dates. Oh my goodness. It was like, look at it. It actually smells rotted. That is gross. Yeah. That's weird. Let me get a bag. I need to film myself this. They don't believe me. I can show them my video here. That's just I've never had a rotted watermelon. That is strange. Like, I've seen molded food, molded milk. That actually stinks. It's almost, that's weird. Weird. Okay, no more Sam's Club watermelons. Gross. Ugh, I need to get some more paper towels. I'm gonna be traumatized by the watermelon. Like, if you could smell this, it stinks. It smells like watermelon for a minute. It smells like putrid. It's like literally like throw up. That's just disgusting. That's not throw up. I've got lots of kids. I don't know about that. That was so gross. Okay, I don't even know about that. I couldn't even keep that watermelon. That was gross. Gross. Ugh. I've never in my life had a rotten watermelon, ever. It was literally, ugh. All right, gross. Yuck, yuck, yuck. That's gross. I have this. So we have the Ninja blender, and it came with a food processor, blender, and the individual one. I have no idea where the individual cup has gone. It's been gone for well over a year, because I haven't seen it anywhere. We've cleaned through everything, so that's just gonna have to go in the trash. I just texted Jade and I'm like, for some strange reason, do you have the Ninja blender? And she goes, nope, I have my own. And so I'm like, okay, so I'm not really sure. Okay, back to here. That was gross. Grody. Okay, what else do I have here? I need to go up here, I think, because this, well, we can eat this up. This is good. We have crackers. We have, are these open? I need to move these down if they're open so kids use them. Probably put these in here. I didn't have chips today. I'm gonna leave those out so I know they're here because I like that pepper. It's very good. I would snack on that. All right, let me go put this stuff back over here. These are good. They taste like they're apple cinnamon. Do you think the kids will eat them? We'll see. It's one of those, they used to like them, but I don't know if they do anymore. So I'm gonna put those in here. In the kitchen, that's all I smell. It's like vomit. That's gross. I have to get my smelly candle rolling. So this bread is ready to go in. I have to turn it down because I have the rack up kind of high. So what else do we have to do here? Is this gonna be ready? Our sub buns? Oh, it's squishy. Okay, good. Let's get this other ones out because when those are done, these can rise up. And then what else do we have to do? I gotta make chip dip. We're having that for tonight, and I gotta mix up the sauce. We still have to make the whole sauce. I'm thinking I'm done. No, I'm not done. So let me get this out here. Okay, doing great. Got the dishes washed. I just used my other sponge. Usually I kind of use my hand and get all the dough out. I didn't feel like it today, so I just used the sponge, ruined it, threw it away. I have a gazillion of these. I bought the huge pack at Sam's. It was cheaper than, whatever you get, 24 of them. I don't even know. It's a lot of these versus the Scrub Mommy ones that I had to buy every month. They're like, I'd get a 3-pack and it lasts me only for a little bit because they go through so fast. These last a gazillion times better. Gazillion times better. So save yourself the money, get rid of the hype, and just go back to blue ones. So now what I'm gonna do, what are we doing now? We are gonna do 2 sauces. I was looking at the subs and I'm like, I think I'm just gonna cut them in half. I was gonna do thirds, but half will be good. And then that'll be fine. It's still 20 subs. That's a lot of subs. That's all we need. So I'm gonna make the mixture here. This is the mixture for poor boy subs. I'm gonna do 2 of these because I'm thinking, last time I made some of those Cuban egg rolls. Remember how in the air fryer? I didn't have an air fryer. I deep fried them. For whatever reason, the air fryer's in the closet. I didn't think I held on to it. I did. So I have more egg roll wrappers. So I'll probably do some poor boy subs here. And then there should be ham left over because I didn't have that much salami. So I'm thinking like 1 package of ham will probably do with the salami that I have. I'll make those in the subs, and then I can make the Cuban egg rolls, and that is ham, cheese, and pickle. But last time we used this sauce, and the kids were like, oh, that's so good, because they love the sauce. So I'm thinking I'll just make extra, then that way if, it'll soak, don't get the foil on it. That way we can use it. It doesn't go to waste. It's not gonna last in the refrigerator for quite some time. Probably shouldn't use a sharp knife. Let me get like or this is what I need. This goes over there. Spatula, there we go. Breaking the thing. So the normal size recipe is 1 package of cream cheese, half a stick of butter, and a good blob of mustard. I'm doubling mine because I like it. I think this is going to be the end of my mustard. Garlic to this too, but I haven't in a long time, and I was like, the original recipe has garlic. I just got away from making it. I don't know why, I just have it. That's gonna mix. The other thing I'm gonna do right here is make chip dip, because we're gonna have our chips tonight with this. Sour cream and a package of onion soup mix. Is it cheaper to buy this like already made? It used to be, but not anymore. So I just get a big thing of sour cream. I'll mix it with the onion soup mix. Put in a container, we'll have with chips, easy. Okay, we're doing good. The other thing I want to do is put a little veggie tray together. Miss Barbara got us some mixed, like a vegetable medley bun, and celery and cucumber. So I'm just going to cut it up, put it in a little bowl here. Are these already washed and ready to eat? I'm going to put those in there. The celery is washed and ready to eat too, so I don't have to wash anything but cucumbers. So I'm going to put those in little bowls here. We've got ranch. This will be good. I'll do our subs. I have leftovers for the only thing about one refrigerator is you got to take things out and move things and make it fit perfectly. So in there for lunch today there is lentils and rice still. There's some mac and cheese in there, and is that it? Is that it? I think that's good. So I think by who's eating it'll get good, and then dinner we'll do poor boy subs, chips, veggies, and dip. We got the watermelon in there. It's called a great day today. So what a great day. I got all my list done, right? Yes, and I did my cream mushroom soup too. So feeling amazing. So let me put this in bowls. What a blessing. We'll have fresh veggies and dip. That'd be so nice. Okay, waiting the bread. Still got 15 minutes. Hopefully the next one will be ready to go in. We're doing amazing. I think I'm going to start assembling the subs that I do have. These ones are done. I can wrap them up, get them done. And then I'm going to put ham on there, provolone, and salami. Wrap them up in wax paper sheets. I'll probably put them in Ziploc bags. The ones that we use just to store them easily in the refrigerator, because I'm stretching everything in the refrigerator, so it's good, you know. Normally I'd put it like in a plastic bin, just stick it in there, but the bags I don't mind. They're reusable. The ones, they're probably ones we had bread in one, like I kind of shove them in the box, the ones that I reuse. So let's do that. Okay, the only flaw of making your own, there's a flaw. The bread is nice and soft and it's fresh. It's okay. I was just like, it's a little squishy, but that's quite all right. So I'm gonna get my ham here opened up. This is a great deal for this at Sam's. Cheaper than Walmart for sure, but not in their regular section. So you gotta go over to the refrigerated section. So basically put this on there with the ham and salami and provolone cheese. Perfect, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna just put these in the refrigerator. I'll wait in the other ones and we'll make the next batch. This is a good little, I love it. There's time for the bread. Okay, so I left out the meat and the salami that I'm gonna use for my next sub. I'm gonna put these, I'm gonna put the pepperoni in the freezer. I'm just gonna make Greg one with some, a whole thing of provolone and a whole thing of cheese, or ham, which would be nice. All right, the bread came out, it's over there cooling, and then I made some Italian dressing here. Greg doesn't like the poor boy sub sauce. He'll eat it, but he doesn't love it. He likes like an Italian sub, so I made this. So I put in here, filled it up. It's whatever you put. So I put like this much oil, then half of that I put the vinegar, and the same half for lemon juice. Italian seasoning, I put some onion, or I didn't put onion in here. Salt and pepper and garlic in here. Just shake it up, put this in the refrigerator. This will go good on his sub when I make that. So the ones in the oven, we're doing good. Kids come down, get breakfast, eating a little bit later, and that's good. So I think that's gonna be it for me for food. It'll be the last of the sub, so doing great. Got done early, which is nice. I gotta get my laundry out. Kids are gonna do their chores. It's a great Wednesday. Okay, doing it great. Got the vacuum rolling right now, so everything's done in the house. I've just got the bread. It came out, and I'm trying to hurry it along because it's warm. Let it kind of cool for a little bit here. Put it on the rack so we kind of get some air to it, airflow, and then I'll make the rest of our subs. That's it. I'm glad we got everything finished that we needed to get done today, which is a beautiful thing. So tonight's gonna be poor boy subs. I'm like, yay on that. Getting the vacuums going on the floor. We just take the trash out. Autumn's gonna come do the dishes. Feeling like a good Wednesday. Feeling accomplished, so I can get my afternoon, get the things done I need to get done this afternoon. So, okay, subs are the last thing. Right next thing. She's like, I'm ready for a car ride, Mom. So it'll be all good. Okay, so in a few minutes. All right, talk a little loud because the vacuum's on. I'm done what I have to do. Subs are finished. I made one for Greg and I made like the whole one for him. I'll put one in his lunch and the other half he'll have for dinner. We'll have Korean mushroom soup, which will be good. We got chips and dip, we got pickles, we got watermelon in there, the veggie tray. It'll be a very easy dinner tonight, kind of grab and go because kids are in and out. Some will eat at 5 and some will eat at 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight. So that's how it goes today. So I'm glad I'm done so I can head out the door here. Plenty of time. I got in about 45 minutes before I gotta go head out the door. So that's actually a good thing for me. So I can get some editing done and then hopefully get out in that pool this afternoon for about an hour or so for a little break. So, all right, have a fantastic day. I will see ya. Bye.